ResortLoop.com is proudly sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Indulge in a taste from the South Pacific. Joffrey's new Disney Parks and Resorts blend, Alani, brings the islands to you. Blended with Hawaiian Kona beans and roasted to perfection, Alani is buttery smooth with a tropical sweet aftertaste. Available at Alani or Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We are now approaching the Magic Kingdom station. If you're planning to disembark here, please remain seated until the monorail has come to a complete stop within the station. The doors will open automatically for you to the left of our forward motion.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott, joined by
his lovely wife, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. And
Briley. My lovely niece, or our lovely niece.
Our lovely niece, Briley.
And Briley has something very exciting that's going to happen tomorrow. So we invited her to be a guest on ResortLoop.com today.
That's right. She's going to talk about something I'm sure we've all wondered about and we've all seen down there. She's going to march in the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Which is very exciting because her dad and I did the same thing, 25 years ago, longer than that. Probably almost 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So it's very, very exciting to have the next generation be able to experience the same thing and experience a little bit of that Disney magic. Because although Briley has been to Disney before, she was only 2 years old and does not remember much of it. So this is going to be a brand new, exciting experience for her.
She's very excited. They've been training a long time for this. So she's going to tell us now about her expectations, what they've been getting ready for, what kind of parks they're going to be visiting, and what their game plan might be, or if they have any.
Exactly. So tell us, Briley, how long have you known about the Disney trip?
I've known about going to Disney since 6th grade when I joined band, because the band just goes every 4 years, so you go once in high school.
Okay. And when did you start rehearsing and practicing for the Disney trip?
We started strictly Disney rehearsals after our state competition, so the beginning of November.
Okay. And
what do you do for the...
We're just doing our normal marching music, which is La Pantera.
Okay.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And will you be major edding? Will you be playing an instrument?
I will be twirling.
How exciting is that?
Yes.
So you'll be leading off the whole thing.
She's living my dream. We won't mention that I did not make major at my senior year of high school. We will not bring that up. So.
And I didn't look very good in the outfit, so they didn't let me do that.
No, not at all. So, all right.
All right, very cool.
So what outfit are you going to be wearing down there?
We're just wearing our normal marching outfits, our normal uniforms.
And so is the rest of the band going to be jealous when it's warm down there and you are not in a very hot wool band uniform?
Yes, very.
Although you're probably very jealous of them when it is freezing cold here in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah.
So tell us the funniest thing that you've had to do to prepare. What were you when you were outside practicing?
The funniest thing we've had to do to prepare was, for one Disney practice, it was full on snowing the entire time we marched.
So not really Disney weather prepping up here.
No, not at all.
So I haven't checked the forecast to see what it's going to be like. Have you?
It's going to be mid to lower 70s the entire time I'm there.
Oh, perfect. You are so lucky.
If we had the time off, we'd be there.
Oh, for sure we would.
Now, how long are you going to be there, and how many times are you going to march while you're down there?
I'm going to be there for 5 days, I believe. 4 or 5. And then we're only going to march once.
Oh.
So lots of fun experiences in there. Lots of fun time.
Now, how are you getting down there? What's the plan?
We're taking charter buses.
And how long is that going to be?
Wow.
They say it's a 20-hour drive.
Well,
20?
Yeah.
We can make it in 15 and a half, maybe 16.
Oh, my goodness. So lots of packing has gone into this weekend.
Yeah.
So what kinds of things are you taking to amuse yourself on the bus ride?
Well, I'm taking lots of candy because you always need candy. And then I know a bunch of people are bringing a bunch of Disney movies, and then I'm just bringing my phone with lots of chargers.
Cool. So, yeah, candy on a bus. And how many pounds of candy have you packed?
It seems like 5, but that's mostly because it's Dum-Dums and Jolly Ranchers, which are like the heavier hard candies.
Okay, I think that's a perfect idea. Let's sugar up the bus for the chaperones. Yeah, I will not be chaperoning when my child goes. We will be flying and meeting you there, meeting her there. So you are not sure the hotel name that you're staying at, but it doesn't sound like a Disney hotel.
It's like a Holiday Inn or something like that that's nearby.
Okay. And how many to a room?
It's 5 to a room.
Ooh.
That'll be interesting. 5 girls.
I was going to say 5 girls,
in one bathroom. That just does, the math just does not add up for that.
Someone's not leaving. Someone's not coming back alive.
So have the directors given you lots of rules and things?
They haven't really given us rules because we're high school students and they trust us, which might be a big mistake for some of them. But they just given us like basic school expectations, like don't be total idiots.
Okay. That could leave it wide open for some.
Yeah.
That makes it for a very short rule book.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, do you have any expectations going down there? Like, what do you think Disney's going to be like?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I think that's just because, one, I'm out of school.
Yeah.
And I'm going with, like, all my friends. So I think it's just going to be fun for that. And then it's Disney, and who doesn't love Disney?
Oh, you said the most perfect thing ever.
Exactly.
That's right. So, well, I prepped you a little bit earlier today about some of the rides and things that you definitely should not miss. And what do you think you're most excited about to ride?
I'm not really sure because I'm not a big roller coaster fan, but I'm definitely forgetting all that when I go down to Disney, and I just kind of want to make the most out of it and do everything I physically can.
Oh, that's smart.
That's very good.
That is smart. Just, put your expectations aside, give everything a try, and, most rides don't last too awfully long. And
honestly, their coasters aren't as intense as what some others, so you should be great.
Yeah. They're awesome, though.
Excellent. And this is only going to be part 1.
Yes.
When we go back to this, it'll be like magically, it'll be like a week later. And we're going to find out all about the trip. And maybe if she takes some pictures, we might post a couple pictures of like where she stayed and that kind of thing.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I think it'd be very awesome.
Awesome. So.
Plus, now I don't know if you know this, Briley, but Resort Loop Bob, my co-host, I'm Resort Loop Tim, and your Aunt Dawn, we're kind of a big deal down there. So make sure you throw our names around a lot.
Okay.
That's right. Too bad she's not staying at a Disney hotel. You can put up your logo there.
That's right.
See?
We have to give you a sign.
That's right. Very good. So have a lot of your other friends been to Disney before?
From what I've heard, it's either they've been down there a lot or they've been down there none at all. So it's kind of like varying. And even if a lot of people that were down there, they were there when they were younger too. So they're like, it's like me. They've been there, but they don't remember it. So they're really excited to go back.
Awesome. Now, are you going to get a chance to visit any of the water parks?
The first day when we get down there, they're sending us right to a water park.
Awesome. Which one are you going to?
We're going to Blizzard's Beach.
Now, are you up for all the slides and things at Blizzard Beach?
I'm up for all except the one with the... I can't remember the name. The plunge one.
Summit Plummet?
Yeah, that one. Summit Plummet.
That's like NASA training.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that I would be up for that one either, but you never know. Someone might talk you into it, and you'll have to report back whether that happened or not.
Okay.
So, do they have like group activities planned?
Not really. Once you get to the park, you're kind of just set free, and except for, of course, marching the parade, and then like meet-up times. And then on the last, I'm like breakfast every morning, and on the last morning we're there, we are going to Rainforest Cafe for breakfast.
Oh, nice. That'll be nice. Have you ever been to a Rainforest Cafe?
Not that I can remember.
Awesome. You'll like it. It's very, very neat. So we'll have to get your take on it and make sure that you look around so that we can ask you where you sat, because there's different rooms there.
That's right.
Okay.
So, where you sat.
Very cool.
That is, so.
Now, I didn't have a chance to talk to her too much about the trip, but your Aunt Dawn was giving you lots of tips. Let's ask your Aunt Dawn, what was the one tip that she was sure to give you?
Definitely get a map so you don't get lost.
Very nice.
And try and avoid waits, like lines.
And use the
Fast Pass.
There you go. That's my girl.
Now, are you going to be there for rope drop, do you know? Like first thing in the morning?
I'm not sure. It depends on how fast we can get everybody to eat and out.
Ooh,
I
good luck
guess.
with that.
Yeah.
And how large is your band?
Our band is normally 190 members, and I'm not exactly sure, but I know that we're taking 3 charter buses that are full, but those are also including chaperones. Mm-hmm. So we're taking 180 people.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. That includes your chaperones.
160, not 180. But yeah, that includes chaperones.
Okay, so not every band member is going. Mm-mm. So there was a choice whether you wanted to go or not.
Yep.
Okay. Was it ever a choice for you, or did you know right away you wanted to go?
I knew right away.
Knew right away you wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we are. When I went as a senior, your dad was a sophomore at that time, and it was just a really, really fun time. And, I wished I had thought more to pay more attention, because you'll get to go to some of the backstage areas that most guests are not permitted, to line up for your parade time. And, I don't have any memories of that really, other than we had one kid who did not make it there on time, and the Disney cast members turned him away and said, I'm sorry, they've moved into parade position. You are too late. See you later.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in big trouble.
I would imagine.
And the kid that this was the best one, ask your dad, we were basically told don't be idiots, but then you always have that one kid who doesn't understand what that means. And we were on the second floor of the hotel we stayed at, and he wanted to go down to the first floor to visit his girlfriend, but she was down several, or maybe he was on the third floor and she was going to the second floor. She was like, that's what it was. And he scaled the balconies past, ding dong goes past the director's balcony. The director happened to be looking out, and there he is. And yeah, he
got in some trouble.
Yeah, his parents were notified, and they were going to fly him home, and somehow the parents talked him out of that, because it was the very first day too.
That would suck.
Yeah, it sure would.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he got to stay, but I think he was on his best behavior after that.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now, how are you affording to get down there? Were there fundraising? Did you have to save up money?
There was lots of fundraising. Like, everyone in the band has a band account, so any fundraising you do goes into that. So it depended on how much fundraising you did to how much you had to pay, and then definitely a lot of saving up money.
Okay.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Do that Christmas and birthdays, and
mm-hmm.
I know we did that for your birthday this year so that you'd have a little extra to go down there, and
yep.
I want you to have a good time and get what you want to get and have the souvenirs you want to have and all the good stuff. And what's special about your batons?
We're using glow stick batons instead of normal batons.
Oh, that'll be awesome. So
you're going to fit right in. It's going to
Yeah.
be like electrical parade camouflage.
there you go.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, magically, by the next time you hear this, she's going to be back. We're going to be talking about her trip, following up. It'll be a great show.
All right.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, magically, we're back now. From our brief hiatus while the vacation was taken, and we've all finally had time to get back together.
Yep.
So joining me is still, as for you was just a few seconds ago, my lovely wife, Dawn. Mm-hmm. And my equally lovely niece, Briley.
Hi.
So let's find out about Briley's, not vacation, because she was working hard.
That's right. They went down for a purpose. It wasn't just vacation.
No, it wasn't a vacation. They had to march in the parade.
I know. That's so awesome.
How cool is that?
It was amazing.
Tell us about this bus.
Very long bus ride.
Did the wheels on the bus go round and round?
And round and round and round.
So did you get to sit with who you wanted to? Did they do assigned seats? Were they pretty cool about it?
You got to sit with whoever. And I mean, people laid in the middle of the floor for most of the ride.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's kind of gross.
That's way
Now,
gross.
without mentioning any names, because we won't get anybody in trouble, were there any shenanigans?
There were some, but not a lot.
Interesting.
Anything terrible?
Not that I heard of.
Just
None on my bus.
What, just stupid teenager stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's all right. That's good.
they
So,
kind of expect that to go on.
absolutely. So, okay, so then you finally get there,
Finally get there.
and you get there Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. And where do you go first?
We went straight to Blizzard Beach.
And how was that?
It was fun. It was kind of cold though, so the water was cold and swimming wasn't great, but it was fun.
That's good. So did you do most of the rides?
I did all but the Summit Plummet ride.
Oh, that's good. Did you like them? Would you do them again?
I would definitely do them again.
That's good. I would not.
I know we were concerned about Summit Plummet before we went, so.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, that's okay. Did any of your friends do Summit Plummet? What'd they say?
A bunch of my friends did it, and it was mixed. Some of them were like, oh my God, it's amazing. But others were like, I'll pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you.
Okay.
So, and then after Blizzard Beach, then did you check into your hotel?
After Blizzard Beach, we went to Hollywood Studios.
Oh, so you did the water park and then, so you had to get changed and...
Wow.
Oh, I don't know. Did you take a shower there? Because, you've been traveling and whatever. You just kind of rinsed off?
Was it hot? How was it? Because I got to imagine this.
It was like upper 60s, so it wasn't really hot,
Ooh.
but it wasn't like really swimming weather.
Yeah.
So we all kind of just took rinse-off showers, and the joke was they sent us straight to the water park as our showers after being on the bus.
Oh, there you go.
It's not such a bad idea.
Yeah, but...
Lather up and hit the lazy river.
There you go. So you went to Hollywood Studios. Did you get to do some rides there? Was it crowded?
It was pretty crowded, and like the waits were definitely long, but it wasn't terrible.
So what was your favorite ride there?
Rock and roller coaster.
Oh,
Oh.
so you did do a roller coaster, and it was your favorite.
Yep.
That's awesome.
What'd you like most about it?
I don't know. I think I liked it most because it was like fast, even though it didn't go that fast, but it just felt like it because it was in the dark and you didn't know what was coming, so you didn't know what to be scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that only tops out like 120 miles an hour, I think. So
You're right, relatively slow there.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So did you do any shows there or just the rides?
The group of people I was with didn't do shows. We just did the rides.
Okay, I can see that.
I can see that too. So what time did you finally get back to the hotel? Because there's probably extended hours since it was a holiday weekend.
We got back to the hotel like 11:30, I think.
I bet you guys were exhausted.
That's a long day.
They probably planned it that way so you'd go to sleep and not make any
Exactly.
noise or anything like that. I bet the chaperones were exhausted.
Oh, they had to be.
Oh, they had to be. Did the directors
sun's
go down on
bright.
the bus too?
No, our director drove separately and most of them rode with him.
Oh, that's what I would do.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure I would drive. I think I would just say I'll fly and meet you there.
Exactly.
You want to be there ahead of time. So
So what do you do food-wise your first day there?
We had meal passes the entire time that was
Ooh.
included in our trip, and it was like a $15 gift card to buy all your food. And once you used that up, then you had to pay for it yourself.
Okay. Do you remember where you ate or what you had the first day?
I don't remember.
Just a big blur of nourishment.
yeah.
It's the second day. So you go back, you wake up. Where were you staying? What hotel?
We stayed at a Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn. I remember that, yeah. Off-site. All right, so you get up. Where do you go the next day?
Epcot.
Nice.
Were you there the whole day?
We spent the entire day there.
From like the time pretty much open till they closed, or?
I believe so. I'm not exactly sure when they open, but we got there at like 10:30ish.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
They'd probably open at 9 and probably rope
I
drop.
would think
That's
so.
not bad.
Yeah.
So still good. So did you get to do a lot of the rides?
I got to do all of them.
Oh, that's good. So which one was your favorite?
Soarin'.
Oh, mine too. I love Soarin'.
I know.
My group of friends ended up riding that one and waiting in line 3 times for it.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Well, did you do the fast passes?
For that one, there weren't any times with it.
Okay.
Like, there were booked off, or they were like really weird times, and there was like, well, we can just wait in line.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes that's better. Just wait in line and go.
And then because it was inside, you got like your break, and you could like sit on the it was kind of gross, but sit on the floor and rest
Yeah.
your feet.
You know what? You're high school kids. You're going to do stuff like that. When you get older and
That's right. You
become a parent, then you're aware of everything that can make you possibly sick or.
You have a strong immune system down there.
Yeah, and
You're
you
fine.
have an aunt who's kind of a germaphobe, so you can't really
That's true.
go by me.
That is true.
So that's good. So did you go to any of the countries in World Showcase?
We just kind of walked the entire thing, but we didn't really stop many places. We just kind of like walked and saw what it was.
Okay. It's a good walk. Nice walk.
Yeah, it's a long walk.
Yes.
So you ate there probably for most of your meals then. So any outstanding food that you liked there? Just the basic usual park fare?
Just the usual park fare.
Yeah. That's good. I really like their in the land pavilion, the little sunshine Seasons
Yeah.
Cafe down there. I think that's probably one of my favorite places to eat at Disney World because there's just a lot of nice variety of foods that
A lot
are
of choices.
Yeah, that are away from your typical hamburger hot dog. I think that's what I don't like is the hamburger hot dog stuff.
Right, yeah.
But if you really seek it out, there's some
there's lots
very
of
good
things,
stuff
yeah.
to find down there that you can eat. So
Now, did you stay for the nighttime shows?
We did.
What'd you think about Illuminations?
It was amazing. We actually didn't realize it was starting when it did, and we were just kind of like walking back towards the front, and we ended up getting a really good view of it, and
That's lucky.
It was cool. Yeah.
that's very lucky.
Wow.
So especially considering the crowd levels that were probably there. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Very cool.
All right, so then you go back and you sleep. Any
Go back.
shenanigans at the hotel?
Not that night.
She's smiling as she says not that night. So
Not that night. Okay, well, we'll get to that.
there's a story coming up.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next day is Sunday, which is the big day.
That was Magic Kingdom.
No.
Yay!
Yep.
So, and you get to the Magic Kingdom. So, if you're on charter buses, because you're coming from a non-Disney hotel, so you're on regular charter buses, where do they drop you off at the parks? Is there like a designated spot? Because like I don't know, because either we go by Disney transportation or we drive ourselves.
Right.
So, where would they drop you off?
There was like a charter bus drop spot, and we had to go and get onto the Disney transportation bus to get up to the front because it was towards the back of the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. So then you had to do that. So then did you take the monorail over, the ferry over?
We took the ferry.
The ferry. That's good. So that holds a lot of people.
It held the entire band.
That's good. I'm
Wow.
crying then some.
So where's all your band equipment then?
It was underneath all the charter buses.
But then it had to be transported somehow.
That's what I'm wondering how they got to the park.
How did it get to the park?
The
Do you have
charter
any idea?
buses were backstage when we got there, so
That's
they somehow
cool.
went there.
That's
Oh,
cool.
see?
To be able to go backstage, yeah. Something that I've done that you've never done.
It's true. That's true.
So as huge of Disney fans as your family is compared to my family who, went once when we were younger, that was all. But that is the one thing that we've done that your
That's
family can't possibly do is march in the parade or
No,
anything
can't do a
because it's just
parade.
not not the opportunity there, at least not at this moment.
Well, for me, it takes too much skill.
Yeah.
Walk and play an instrument. I don't do either one of those very well.
Exactly. And Briley does play an instrument in concert band, but in marching band, what do you do?
I'm a majorette.
That's right. And tell us about I thought it was so cool when you told us about what you guys twirled.
We twirled our glow stick batons.
I'm like, that is so cool.
That is awesome.
Glow stick batons, because it's, the electric light parade.
Right, it's nice.
So that is so cool.
That's awesome.
It's not the electric light parade. What's it called?
Main Street Electrical.
Main Street Electrical Parade.
Everyone
Thank
knows,
you.
Everyone knows what you're talking about.
I know, but I want to get it right.
I understand.
So, but that's cool. So you get to be in the parks most of the day. Mm-hmm. And then they told you what time you had to be backstage.
Yeah, we had to all meet at one of the gates and walk backstage together. Like, we couldn't just have a bunch of people just walking backstage alone. Mm-hmm. It was cool going backstage.
So you were escorted back there?
Yeah.
That's so cool. And they probably were like, shh, don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not allowed to divulge any secrets backstage. Did anybody miss their time cut off?
A couple people were late showing up, but nobody missed it completely.
That's
Ooh.
good. Because we did. We had, and when your dad and I marched in the parade, we did have a couple people show up late. And they said, thanks for coming. They're already back there changing. No more people are allowed. Enjoy the parade. Enjoy
That's
the
right.
parks. Yeah, they were in a little bit of trouble. But it was so long ago, I don't remember exactly what, but I just remembered that I'm not sure our band director's face returned to a normal color for a couple days. He was so angry.
I'm sure.
So, and then you got to March.
We got to March.
Parade. That's so exciting. So, what was that like? I mean, for you?
It was amazing. I loved looking, like, we have a rule is you aren't supposed to wave and stuff, but all the little kids were just sitting there waving and looking, like, especially because I'm in the glittery costumes and everything, all the little girls were looking at me kind of like the princesses. So we were all
Absolutely.
just,
So, was it hot that day or was it pretty nice weather?
it was pretty nice weather.
That's good.
So is it pretty cool just marching down Main Street?
It was pretty cool
Castle.
marching down Main Street and just seeing everything, like, with the lights and everything. It was just, and all the people there. Like, I've marched the Hall of Fame parade for a lot of years, but there's still nothing comparing to how many people were at Disney.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And they're crammed into a much smaller parade route than
Oh, yeah.
the Hall of Fame parade route.
Yeah.
So it seems like
They gotta be
awfully deep.
right on top of you, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure. So, and everybody made it okay? Nobody passed out?
Nobody passed out. I did injure myself, though.
What did you do?
I jumped and landed in one of the trolley tracks and rolled my ankle.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
That was the very beginning of the parade, too.
Oh, my gosh. And then you just kind of have to keep going. Can't stop.
nope. The show must go on.
I was say, you probably could have broken your ankle and you would have finished that parade. Knowing you would have been like, yeah, I can fix that later.
Yeah.
There was nothing going to stop you because I know how excited you were to do that. That's so cool.
Awesome. So when you're all done marching,
We were all done marching. We got to go back into the parks for a little
I
bit.
was going to ask if you had any more park time after
We got in, and my group of friends didn't sit down to watch the fireworks. We went and rode a couple of rides that had shut down earlier during the day. We walked right onto Splash Mountain, and we walked right onto Haunted Mansion.
Oh, awesome.
that. Cool.
That's good, especially that time of year.
Yeah.
So to have that, but people were probably drawn for the fireworks and stuff. So that's good. But you probably still got to see some of them. And
We
they're-
still got
they're
to
pretty
see some of them
spectacular.
and watch them, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
All right, then the next day was Monday.
Well, she went back to the hotel. Any shenanigans that
Oh,
night?
shenanigans that night? Ooh.
The one girl we roomed with was we were supposed to be covering for her because she was supposed to stay with her friends, but then the chaperones caught us, and it was just it's not getting in trouble, but it was just not
I
what we
wouldn't
were
have thought the
supposed to do.
shenanigans would have involved you. I'm a little bit shocked. I'm a little disillusioned here, I gotta say.
Interesting.
My little perfect niece who never gets in any trouble. Not like her dad.
Wow. Called out.
I guess so. So she had to come back to the room and
Yeah.
yeah. Did she just? I mean, I'm assuming it was just a girlfriend they just wanted to
Yeah.
hang out with. So.
They wanted to go stay with her group of friends got split up, and she ended up having to
okay.
room with us. So she just wanted to go hang out with them, and
Yeah.
the chaperones were like, where is she? She's not here. Go get her.
Yeah. Here you go. So, oh well. All right. So after, I would say that's pretty minor shenanigans.
I would
Yeah.
think so. I
Pretty
would think so.
minor. So that's pretty good. Then Monday.
We were at Animal Kingdom for the day.
Awesome. And
The
how
whole day?
was that?
It was good. It was definitely a long time to be at the park, but it was our last park before we left. And we left around 4 or 5. So it's we had most of the day there, but
Did you ride Everest?
surprisingly, we didn't have a line for Everest most of the times when we rode. The longest we waited was maybe 15 minutes.
Wow, that's
we
great.
got off and walked on 3 times in a row.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm the older I get, the less I can tolerate roller coasters and things. I can still do one and then I'm done.
I can do 2. But after 2, I'm like, nah, I'm done with Everest for the day.
Yeah, I think I did one time, I did 2, and I really
Yeah.
didn't feel well. So now I'm 1 and done because I feel okay after 1.
Right.
So
And the heat might have not helped that either, you
No,
know?
probably not. So how was your weather?
It was pretty good. It got really chilly at night, and so everybody was bringing the sweatpants and the hoodies to throw on. But during the day, we were all walking around in t-shirts and shorts.
It's gotta feel weird being an Ohio girl doing that in
Yeah,
November.
it was definitely wait.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I had the shorts and everything. I'm like, okay, am I actually gonna need these?
Yeah. It's very different than our wonderful Ohio weather.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I left Ohio and there was snow on the ground, and it was snowing as we left, and we marched and practiced in the snow, and then we go down to Florida and it's sunny and 70s, and we're like, oh my god.
it's so nice. That's awesome. So when did you get back home?
We got back home around noon on Tuesday, I believe.
Did you have to go to school?
No.
That's nice.
They sent us all home because, as our director put it, we all stink, and most of us weren't in dress code.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah, dress code, that wouldn't have gone over well.
Yeah.
So you just missed 1 day of school?
Yep.
That's
Wow.
not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
Wow.
So,
So when you left to come home, you left right from the Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, we left right from Animal
So you had
Kingdom.
to pack up that morning, did everything on the bus?
Yep,
and-
everything on the bus, everything put away, packed up. If you couldn't get underneath the bus, so you had to make sure you had a change of clothes and stuff up with you on the bus.
so yeah, I can imagine it was probably being at the park all day, then on a bus for 20 hours.
Oh.
You probably did. You guys were probably very ripe by that point.
Yeah,
And probably very tired at that point.
yeah.
So.
Probably too tired to care at that point, maybe.
I'm sure probably too tight. It's probably why the directors drove separately. Smart people. So, yeah, I wouldn't have done well. I get really car sick, so I wouldn't have done well on a bus at all.
No.
But, so that's very exciting. So in a couple more years, your brother will get to go.
Yeah.
Are you jealous?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm not going to miss the bus ride, but I definitely had a blast going with all my friends and everything. And
Well, Mackenzie and your brother are just about 7 weeks apart in age, so they're in band together and they'll go together, and we're hoping to go, and I think Nana and Papa are going to go, and your dad, and maybe you can just hitch a ride in somebody's suitcase. Someone will have a free bed somewhere.
Yeah.
See, you can go, and then you can experience it from the other side, cheering them on as they march.
We'll invite all the Looper Nation to come watch her perform.
There you go. Watch Mackenzie.
And,
yeah. That'd be so cool.
Our nephew perform. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A cheering section with signs. Go, Mackenzie. That won't embarrass her at all.
I'm going to tell you what. If we did that, I think one of her drumsticks would come flying out of her hand and hit us.
She has good aim, too.
Of course, on accident. Oh, yeah, she would be.
She has good aim.
She does. She hates it when we go down to the parking lot when you guys are practicing and whatever. And
all the other parents do it.
They do. And everyone else yells. And
well, hey, they haven't had someone drive in the field for them yet, so.
That's right. That's the most embarrassing thing ever. Well, go ahead, tell the story. So you're out there, you're a nice little majorette, front of the line, you're all practicing. The whole entire band, all 190 members of them are out there practicing. And
we were going back to start again, and my grandma, who was picking me up that day, drives onto the field because she thinks we're done. And it's like, come on, we can go. And I'm like, I'm not done.
And there she was, sitting in the middle of the practice field. In her defense, the practice field's actually the parking lot.
Yeah.
So she didn't know.
Right, yeah.
But to this day, that is the story we harass Nana about. Oh, you want to pick somebody up? Well, just drive through the band. Because now it's gone from, okay, the band was at one end of the practice field. She's at the other two.
Yeah.
She was parked in the middle of the band.
That's right.
Because you know how the stories go when you tell them over and over. She's parked in the middle of the drum section.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Yeah. I probably would have passed out from embarrassment. I'm glad she's on to the next generation.
That's right.
Oh, well, she's a good Nana.
Yeah, she is.
She is, so. All right. Well, that was good.
All right, so Briley, if you go back, would you rather go back just with yourself, with your family, or with a group of friends again?
I'd go back with a group of friends, but not as many friends as the band, and just like a couple of my closer friends, and just have more fun, because when it's a lot of people, it gets chaotic, and you almost feel like everybody's watching you, but when you're with your friends, you're kind of like, whatever.
Well, that was the wrong answer. You should have said with family, because you never know when me and your Aunt Dawn are going to go.
True.
So just throwing that out there.
Just throw that out there. Well, the other thing is when you're with a huge group, you have to take everybody's opinion into consideration.
Yeah.
And so some people might want to do this or they might want to do that, and some might not ride roller coasters, and some might want to ride them multiple times.
Yeah.
And
That's a pain.
So I know, you have to be like nice to everybody.
Oh, don't want to be
Yeah.
nice to everybody. Come on. Come on, people.
Yeah, so when you go with just a couple people, you can usually make plans a little bit easier.
Yeah, you can be a flow goer then.
That's right. That's easy.
Exactly.
Oh, well. It was really fun having you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Briley, thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
All right.
Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim, on Facebook at Tim Scott, and on the website, ResortLoop.com. If Bob was here, he would say you can follow him on Twitter at ResortLoopBob. He's everywhere. He's like a king. He even Instagrams. I don't even do that too terribly much. And he would also say at the very end of the show,
See you, everybody.
With 4 theme parks, 25 resort hotels, hundreds of dining and shopping locations, and seemingly innumerable special events and ticket options, planning a trip to Walt Disney World can seem overwhelming. That's why the ResortLoop.com podcast has teamed up with People Mover Travel to help you get the most magic out of your Disney vacation. People Mover Travel will walk you through every aspect of your next Disney trip, from ensuring you get the best discounts to FastPass Plus and dining reservations and so many other things. Best of all, there is no fee for their service. That's right, you get your very own expert Disney vacation planner at no cost to you. For more information and to request a free, no-obligation quote, visit peoplemovertravel.com.